Hey, what's going on, you guys? Jordan over here at the Movie Den. Guys, today's video, we are going to be diving into a fairy tale. It has a new TerrorVision release that came out not too long ago, but we are talking about Rumpelstiltskin. So if you enjoy these kind of videos where I do the movie reviews, break down stuff about the movie, make sure to go down below, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, of course, hit that bell notification. All right, guys, with that out of the way, let's go ahead and get started. So guys, a little bit ago, I did get in my copy of Rumpelstiltskin from TerrorVision. A little bit ago, I did make a post about it and kind of mentioned it briefly in one of my other videos and had said that I was planning to watch it, to do a review. I did watch it. I wanted to make sure to watch a few of the special features to get a good grasp on the movie because this was a blind buy for me. I had never seen it. Most of TerrorVision stuff is all blind buys for me, to be honest with you. And I really enjoyed this one. But we're going to be talking about more what I think about this movie a little later. First, let's just go ahead and talk about the movie. So we've got 1995's Rumpelstiltskin. So this was actually directed by Mark Jones. And if that name sounds familiar, I'm not surprised. He's the one who wrote and directed Leprechaun. And for the second one, he didn't write or direct it. According to Wikipedia, he just produced Leprechaun 2. And after that, it was kind of just people just making movies based on the franchise. But this came out after Leprechaun 1 and 2. So this movie stars Max... oh man, how do you say it? Grodenchik? Probably saying it completely wrong. But he plays Rumpelstiltskin right here, old Uncle Rumpel in the movie.
Uncle Rumpel's on his way.
You also have Kim Johnston Ulrich. Now she plays Shelley. She's a very integral part of this movie. And we'll talk more about her character later. And then you also have Tommy Blaze, who plays Max Bergman. He's kind of just been in random TV shows. There was actually one I recognized him. I watched Friends, that TV show, on repeat, honestly. I was watching an episode the other day and he's actually in one of the episodes. So he's kind of one of those that he just pops up a lot of places every now and then. He has a very distinct voice. So if his voice sounds familiar, you know, you probably saw him in something. So the movie follows Shelley, as I talked about. Now, she just recently lost her husband, who was a police officer in an incident involving a carjacker in the movie. He did lose his life, unfortunately. And this is also while she was still pregnant with their son, Johnny. So you see that scene. It jumps, I think, like 6 months later. Johnny's obviously born, and she's just kind of going through the grief stages and dealing with the loss of her husband, who, one, obviously was her husband, love of her life, and two, had never gotten to meet their son, Johnny. So one day her friend decides to take her and her son out kind of thrift store shopping in a way, and they go to this kind of antique store. In the store, they run across this stone gem, and it's really odd, and it's like kind of a greenish color. She is kind of intrigued by it, Shelley is, so she decides she wants to get it. Of course, the store owner tried to, tell her, no, don't get it, you don't want this. But she finds out that it actually will grant wishes, supposedly, so she's like, well, I'm going to take it anyway. So it skips forward a little bit, and she's at home, and she starts, her wish really is that her husband will be able to meet their son. And, well, it works. And Rumpelstiltskin comes back, grants the wish in a way. Now he's come for his prize, his part of the bargain, which is their son, Johnny. And that's pretty much the story. I'm not going to go into every little detail of it, but that's basically what kicks it off for the movie. So I got to say, this movie is hilarious. I knew it was going to be kind of funny based off the trailer that I saw. I was really laughing. This was a great film. A lot of just cheesy one-liners. Is very campy. Max, his little quibs in the movie.
Now we're smoking.
He does such a good job as Rumpelstiltskin in this. It's funny. Every vehicle, semi, motorcycle is all steed to him because this actually movie starts off, it says somewhere in Europe in the 1400s. That's where he's originally from. And so everything that transports someone is known as a steed. So they kind of play on that throughout the movie. The whole motorcycle scene, he's all admiring the steed and stuff like that. No, it was pretty good. What was crazy about this, and they talk about this in one of the special features. So after this movie was finished and, they sent it off to be rated for the film so they can, put it out into audiences and theaters and stuff like that, they actually gave it an X rating, which baffles me because there's obviously R-rated stuff now, and even back in the 90s when this came out, that I would think is way worse than this. And the reason behind them giving this movie an X rating is because Mark Jones's previous 2 films, Leprechaun 1 and 2, this is what they said, that quote, basically, kids loved the movie. It was a very big popular hit with the kids. And we think that this has got more gore, and we don't want to trick parents into letting their kids see this movie. So we're just going to, label it rated X so we don't have to worry about it, which is crazy. And the reason, the one scene they referenced, the reason they want to make it an X was the scene between Shelley's husband and the carjacker, because Shelley's husband gets shot, but then he ends up shooting the other guy, and it's kind of gory. And that's that one scene. And they said, look, if you take that out, we'll make it R. Well, they went back and forth, and they finally agreed, okay, we'll leave it in. We'll give it an R rating. And that's kind of how it happened, which to me, that's just a ridiculous reason to make this a rated X movie, because this is no way close to anything that is rated X. Now, the practical effects in this movie, the makeup and everything like that is phenomenal. Of course, I'm not surprised. It's done by Kevin Yeager, the guy behind Freddy Krueger, Child's Play, The Crypt Keeper, stuff like that. So this guy does good stuff. So he's the one that really was in charge of the makeup and everything for Rumpelstiltskin. One of my absolute favorite things about this movie is the composition, the music in this. It's phenomenal. So much so that I actually got the record. The music in this is phenomenal. Such a good composition, soundtrack. It was composed by the legendary Charles Bernstein. Of course, he's the one who is behind A Nightmare on Elm Street. So if you heard that name, that's where it is. And it does such a good job of giving it that medieval feel. Well, this is a Grimm's fairy tale, Rumpelstiltskin. It gives it that feel of a kind of a medieval feel, but also can be placed in modern times, which they do talk about that. And I do have to give props to TerraVision. Their special features in this was amazing. They had a making of kind of featurette. It's a long featurette, so maybe like a short documentary on Rumpelstiltskin. And they got everyone back for this little featurette documentary, even down to Charles Bernstein. They brought him in, and I am very appreciative of that. Maybe, like I have talked about before, a musician, so I appreciate anything involving music, and to get him in to talk about it, man, I ate that up. So TerraVision, you guys knocked it out of the park with that. That is awesome. Thank you for also bringing in Charles Bernstein. That's amazing. Speaking of special features, so you do get an audio commentary on the 4K. That's really about it. The majority of your special features is going to be saved for the Blu-ray. I did watch, they had like 2 different featurette documentaries. I watched those. Fantastic. In one of those, they really talked about Mark Jones, the actors and producers, mentioned that, look, we have a part 2 ready, like written. The ending kind of leaves it open-ended to where, they allude to a sequel, but it never got done. And they talk about how, hey, we have it. We still want to do it. They even said, even if it's a direct-to-video, I want it done. So I don't know. Maybe after the popularity of this, who knows? That would be really awesome. I don't know how well the actor, I'm sure he could come back for it. It was a very physical role, though, for this movie. They talk about that in the feature where he got injured a couple of times, and the way Max, the actor who played Rumpelstiltskin, the way he just acted out the character, like he does this little side shuffle crab walk when he's running away from, what was it? He was running away, I think, from the tractor, and it was pretty funny seeing him kind of do a side waddle crab walk, but because the whole movie he's constantly kind of squatting, right? And that's why a lot of people think he's a little person. He's not. He's a normal size. So a lot of times he's crouching in this movie. That just shows how much dedication he had to this character. So of course, TerraVision, like I keep saying, they knocked it out of the park with this one. Even despite there being some delays, it was well worth the wait, guys. I loved this movie. The transfer is beautiful. So well done. I thought it was fantastic. TerraVision have been really outdoing themselves lately, especially with their like limited edition stuff with the hard slips like these. every single one, they keep making them better and better. And that, I just can't wait for the Radioactive Reporter. That one, you know, after seeing Rumpelstiltskin, that just gets me even more hyped and excited for the next one. And then the other two they announced, of course, you know, I went ahead and pre-order those. So what I want to do is I want to go ahead and show you guys everything that this comes with. Now, I will say, I did talk to the guys at TerraVision, because there was a couple of unboxing stuff I saw where they got this additional booklet and it was extra essays from Rumpelstiltskin. And mine never got it. I couldn't find it. It wasn't in the slip or anything. It was just kind of loose along with it. So I reached out to them and said, hey, you know, I pre-ordered directly from you guys. I don't know, is this something that we got at random? So random people got it, or, you know, is mine just missing? Because I would love to have it, because I do read those things. And, you know, he said, unfortunately, there was a limited run of them. And he goes, they just kind of threw them in random boxes. So if you got it, you're lucky because you got it. Fortunately, mine, I was not so lucky. But anyways, I wanted to make that clear that I did not get that one. You might have seen some other unboxing videos where they did. But anyways, so there is the front. You got Rumpelstiltskin right there where he's driving the semi in the movie. On the back, look at that artwork. Isn't that so cool? You got Rumpel there. There he is in the stars. I think the artwork on this is phenomenal. I don't know who did the artwork, but they did a knockout job for sure. There is the side right there, Rumpelstiltskin. Now, this is a hard slip that you get with this. And as far as I know, they do still have some available. So if they do, I'll link those down below for you guys to pick up. I know, like the movie room, I definitely know he has some over there. So if you guys go over there, make sure to use the code MovieDen10. Get you 10% off your first order if you want to pick this up. But anyways, there is the hard slip right there. And here's everything you're getting. You were getting this really amazing artwork on the slip cover. It looks like the Brothers Grimm fairy tale. And on the back, you got him on his motorcycle right there. And it's funny enough, I say fairy tale there on the gravestone. If you see, it says, "This ain't no fairy tale." So there is that. I'm going to go ahead. We'll take this slip cover off. And this is those really, really nice slip covers that they always do. I always appreciate that. All right. And then on the case itself, there is the original artwork right there, which that's fantastic artwork. You know, this movie didn't do so well in theaters, but once it hit home video and the video rental stores, it did very well, probably mainly because of this artwork. It's very, very enticing. So guys, there is the front, there's the back with all of those special features. You can go ahead and pause the video if you want to take a look at those. And inside, you are getting 3 discs. You are getting your 4K, which is right there. You're getting your Blu-ray, which is right there, but you're also getting the soundtrack CD. I believe, so this is the composition, so it's the same as my vinyl, but it's so awesome that you still get this as well. You're also getting, let me go ahead and remove this out of here. You're also getting your creep coins. You always get, keep those guys because you could save up and use them for stuff on TerraVision's website. So there's everything you're getting with the movie, the slip cover, and all that stuff. Next, you are getting a poster right here, and it is a one-sided poster, but there you are, the original artwork, and I think that's so cool, kind of reminiscent of the old VHSs. It says 2024 Ultra HD release. When the fairy tale ends, the nightmare begins, Rumpelstiltskin. I do like that. So there is the poster you are getting with this release. And then you're also getting a booklet. Now, this is essays about the movie Rumpelstiltskin. Like I said, there's an additional booklet that random people got that's more essays. Really bummed I didn't get that, but it's okay. So there is the front right there. And that is the same artwork that's on the back of the slipcase. Rumpelstiltskin, you know, looking at the stars, all that stuff. And the back, there is the little semi that he drives in the movie. And in here, you've got some artwork from the movie, some behind the scenes shots, some really cool stuff, actually, just different essays. It's not numbered, but I'm going to go ahead and fan through it for you so you guys can check that out. So there is everything that's in the booklet for you. And guys, that is everything you're going to be getting in this limited edition set from TerraVision of Rumpelstiltskin. Now, they are releasing a traditional slipcover for it. But like I said, I think there's some available. of this one, but I know other websites like the Movie Room definitely has them for you to pick up and available. So guys, I highly, highly, highly recommend you guys pick this up. Such a fun movie. This is quickly becoming one of my favorites, to be honest, of the 90s. This is such a fun movie. It's beautifully shot, hilarious. You just have a good time. But there it is. There's kind of my quick review of the movie, everything that this comes with, and all that stuff. If you go ahead and pick this up, there you are, Rumpelstiltskin. And guys, that is my video for today. If you guys enjoyed this, make sure to go down below, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and of course, hit that bell notification. So guys, if you're able to join my live stream the other night, thank you so much. We had a great time. We picked our winners for Hush and for Dress to Kill. So those should be going out in the next couple days. I'll send that out to you guys. But yeah, other than that, that is all I have for you guys today. You all take care.